Hello class, my name is Maria and I am your Brazilian teacher for the day. And today we're going to speak about Brazilian literature and some authors that you should read to practice Brazilian Portuguese. Number 1 on this list is the author Gregório de Matos, and he was born on 1636 and he was very known by his satirical poetry in the colonization time. For those who don't know, Brazil was colonized by Portugal. That's why we speak Portuguese and not Spanish like our friends Latinos. Exposing the hidden truths of society and bringing in smart and poetical criticism about the society of the time. So let's see a piece of his writing. I'm going to put the version in Portuguese here, but I'm going to read a free translation of mine for you guys. Forgive me, I should read this. No one sees, no one speaks, no one impugns, and it is that the one who takes our money takes our hands, our tongue, our eyes. Second indication is one of my favorites, if not my favorite one, Machado de Assis. And he is considered the biggest and the greatest Brazilian author of all time, not only by me. Born in 1839, he wrote novels, chroniques, short stories, and left a vast literature for us, thank God. Machado was born in a time where Brazil was still a slaveholder. For a long time, Brazil sadly and collectively decided to hide the fact that one of its greatest authors of all time was in fact a black man with poor background. Nowadays, we make an effort to repair this. I would even dare to say that Machado could have written Romeo and Juliet, but Shakespeare could never have written the posthumous memoirs of Brás Cubas. Speaking of this, I'm going to share with you the dedication of this book, which is being very famous nowadays on the internet. The worm who gone the cold flesh of my corpse, I dedicate these posthumous memoirs as a nostalgic remembrance. Sorry guys, Shakespeare could never. And last but not least, we should not forget about Clarice Lispector, who was a modernist writer who revolutionized the way of writing with her magnificent flow of consciousness. Her writing is often compared as Virginia Woolf, obviously because of the flow of consciousness. Even the melancholic air that was portrayed on her works. She was born on the 1920s and she always had the psychological touch that it was almost like we were on her mind, which made a lot of Brazilian psychologists to study her works. Now I shall read, I think is one of the best sentences ever written maybe. Who has not asked himself at some time or other, am I a monster? Or this is what it means to be a person. Well, I really hope you guys like the indications, and if you read some of my indications, please comment here to see if you are as much in love for Brazilian literature as I am. See you later, class!